everybody, welcome to Spreadmix. On my left hand side is Murphy Kennedy from USA, New York. How are you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. Doing real good. It's been like an amazing experience in Amsterdam so far.
Yeah. Nice. How did you like Amsterdam Dance Event?
Man, the ADE?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, like I came here last year and it was a total opposite experience. I mean, last year was cool, but I mean, when I say opposite, I mean, it was even better. It was like night and day. What I had last year.
How was it last year? What's the difference?
Last year I kind of snuck in. I just flew out here to check it out. Stayed in a hotel far away.
Okay.
Ended up just taking the train, like 2 trains every day, and just kind of just walking around, sneaking in where I could. But this year I was a delegate. You know, I had the pass, the badge. I still got it on, and I got to go to all the different talks, all the events, even some club events at night.
Okay. What's your music about, and why did you start DJing?
I started DJing because at first I needed a job.
Okay.
And
so because of the money, or
well, at first I was the party. I started doing events for kids.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I started doing kids' birthday parties.
Okay.
Yeah, like playing "Happy Birthday to You" and stuff like that. Really, yeah.
When did you start? How old have you?
I've been doing it for about 8 years. Started about 8 years ago. Doing it for
Okay.
kids, yeah. And then one day I wanted to go to DJ school. So I wrote a letter to the owner of the company I was DJing for. I said, I want you to put me in DJ school, please. This is why. And he was a smart guy. He was like, okay. So he put me through DJ school for club mixing, club programming.
But who was your boss? Was it a club owner or?
Well, it's a company called Extreme Fun.
Okay.
The owner is Scott Phil. And,
okay.
He was at the time, he was looking to impact a young man's life.
Yeah.
Like myself, and he did. Yeah.
Nice.
So he put me to DJ school. Long story short, after that, I entered a DJ competition in my city.
Yeah.
And I ended up as an 8-week competition against all the top up-and-coming DJs in the city, and I ended up winning.
Of New York or which city?
In San Diego, sponsored by Red Bull.
Okay. And how did DJing change your life from this point?
Well, I'm here. It enabled me to travel more.
Yeah.
It enabled me to want to travel more. And it's always, instead of partying, now I get to be in charge of the party and actually get paid to party. So it's a little different experience, you know.
It's the life everybody wants to have, especially the DJs when they just start from their bedroom. Yeah. But they have the problem, they don't know how to get their first gig, their first club gig.
Right.
And how did you get your first club gig?
Well, I just got to know people. I got to know people in my city. Excuse me. I got to know who was in charge of the bookings, who was in charge of the parties. Because in my city, a lot of the promoters book the DJs. Yeah. So once you get to know who's in charge of the party, and it's not just going up to them asking them, hey, can I DJ, because everybody's asking them that, and they're probably going to tell you no, or, oh, sure, send me your stuff, and, I'll email you. Yeah. So you just get to know them, get party with them, and kind of become their friends, and then let them know you DJ, and then that's what I did. A guy named Matt Gerald, I sent him my mix I had made, and a couple months later, he booked me for my first downtown gig at Stingery. Okay,
so for all our listeners, and for DJs from Spreadmix, don't concentrate only on the music. Also build a network with
The music's important though. Like, don't forget, the music is important because if you say you get that gig, and you've told them, oh, I'm a good DJ, and they're your friend now, and so they book you because they trust you, and you play like crap, then you make yourself look bad. So you always have to. I tell young DJs, be prepared for. You want this gig, you want to play headline, main stage, EDC, but are you ready?
Okay. Yeah. But before you got your first club gig, how did you get the attention, the trust of the club owners, of the promoters? How could they trust you?
I think how could they trust me is that I think social media had a lot to do with it. I had a pretty good developing social media following. Yeah. One thing I always do is when I meet people, I try to add them on whatever social media channels they have: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that. So that way they're constantly being reminded of me. They can't get me out of their head. Okay,
perfect. So for the Spreadmix community, also concentrate on building your followers on different social media platforms. Yeah. Interacting with your first fans, maybe.
Yeah, interaction is very important because sometimes people will just have a lot of followers, have a lot of friends, and then you see this Instagram comment, and it's like it's almost like I'm talking to you and you're asking me a question. I'm just going like this. Right? So engage, interact, even if it's just a couple, even a couple words are more than nothing, it's better than nothing.
Okay. And on your way to becoming a successful DJ, what were your biggest obstacles?
Biggest obstacles, I think, was converting to let people know that I can play all genres. Okay. I think at first, because I came up as a house music DJ, a lot of people thought I could only play house. And at the time, I really could, but I was, but I knew I had the talent to do other things. So I learned how to play hip hop. I learned how to play open format, which is a mix of all different genres.
Yeah.
But still, it was tough because people saw me only in the house music venue. So I had to kind of change that perception.
Okay, and now they know you for playing every genre, or what's your standing now? How did you position yourself now?
Well, what I started doing was I started creating mixes of different genres. I started creating mixes of country. I started creating hip hop, house, big room house, progressive house, tech house, all that. Yeah. And I would put them out there, and then I would say I can play this venue, and so now I'm able to play all the different.
Crazy, because so many DJs say, okay, you just should focus on one genre, but you just do the opposite and also working or.
Yeah, I mean, I tell DJs and I tell them, this is something I believe in. When you're in a big venue, and the bigger the venue, the more diversity you're going to have. Of course, people come to a certain venue to hear a certain sound, but some people are there visiting sometimes for the first time, a lot of people, and they have different tastes. And my thing is, during my DJ sets, if I'm able to touch, each person in the room in a certain way, differently, then I've done my job. And
what are your current projects? What are you currently working on, and what can we expect from you in the future?
Well, right now I'm working on my full-length club mix. It's called Murphy's Law, Volume 3.
Yeah.
Murphy's Law. If you think it happen, it will.
Yeah.
I'm also working on. I spin in my city on the radio, Energy 103.7, once a month on Friday nights, the EDM portion. I'm working on my residency, the Omnia nightclub, which is a Hakkasan group venue there in San Diego.
Okay.
So I'm getting ready for New Year's Eve there, getting ready for Halloween there coming up. I'm working on personal productions, some personal productions I'm getting started. So I'm kind of busy with that, and I'm also working on booking more out of town, out of country gigs. So.
Okay. For upcoming artists, do you have 3 more tips, more advice maybe?
Yeah, it's funny. I just talked to someone at ADE yesterday. He kind of asked me the same thing about. I said, and also some friends of mine that are DJs here. They're asking some questions, and I said, well, the first thing you really have to do is you have to be prepared. Be prepared. Don't just so worried about I want to play this because I went to this club and I saw this DJ. He looked so cool. I want to play there. I want to play there. Be prepared because when you do get your shot, and you will. Don't fail. Yeah. Another thing is have a love for the music, have a love for what you do, because at the end of the day, if you've been in the game for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, if you were just doing it because it was cool and you like to just have your name on a flyer, then after a while that's going to get old, because you're always going to get flyers for your gigs. And it's going to, so make sure that you have a passion for the music. Yeah. Truly, like when I play music, I get goosebumps. When I hear a nice track, a good track for the first time, I get goosebumps still. Yeah. That's how I know I still have passion. And the 3, I would say, is network with your fans and the people that are booking you. You want to keep that relationship balanced to where you don't all of a sudden have no gigs one day. Yeah. I try not to treat my networking as just business. I like to be friends with the people that I work around, that I party with. Because at the end of the day, those are the people that are going to support you throughout your career. Okay, so short summary for the Spreadmix community: be prepared. Network with your bookers, but also with your fans, and love the music, last but not least. So you started because of the money, but now you're still loving it because of the music. Right. I would do this for free. I mean, it's expensive, the travel and everything stuff. But like, man, I really would play, man, for free. Don't do that. Don't not book me now just because I said do that, or don't ask me to do stuff for free. No. But yeah, man, it's you get to come to places like Amsterdam, out here, ADE, with all the best DJs in the world, the best music minds in the world. You get to listen. So much knowledge I was able to absorb this weekend, so many connections I made that now I can go back home, and I feel like I have a leg up on a lot of other DJs who, maybe didn't come out here, because now I have some insider information, and I have new skills that I've learned and more knowledge. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Murphy Kennedy, for the interview. Thank you, man. And see you next year at ADE.